Hey everybody, well today's Sunday. Today is Fiddly Fart Day, which means, hold on, I got a steel splinter in me, it feels like. So, bear with me real quick. Try again, I see it. There we got her. So, back what I was saying is Fiddly Fart Day is basically hay season is over. Hurrah. I love doing hay, but there is a point in time where you're pretty much done with it, and I'm done with it. So today we cleaned up the F-250. Yeah, we're going to be taking care of some of these rust patches on it because I have the patches for it. I just need to do it. But we cleaned her up. And I know a lot of people say, I have a buddy that says, oh, I don't even bother, it's a tool to me, and I use it. I say, well, you keep your tools clean, they last longer. That's my 2 cents. So Massey Ferguson was next. We changed the oil and topped off the hydraulic fluid on it, which is right here. It was just a little low. Every time you pull the rake out or whatever, you drip a little bit, and so it wasn't terribly bad. But anyway, I was going to tell you, this thing, it's a paint job. You know, it's out in the sun quite a bit. You should have seen this hood. Look at the shine on that thing now. I'm going to show you something. You know, I always forget about this product. I bought it a couple years ago, and I don't remember even how I even ran upon it, but it's called Mudslinger. It says protects against UV rays, speeds cleanup, restores color and luster. So just for giggles and chuckles, here's the catcher, which I'm going to show you. But see that on there? Now watch. I don't know if you can see the difference in that. It's just, well, you can see right here the difference where it's shiny, and this becomes slick. Now, yeah, you have to repeat it and, you know, keep it clean and keep it coated like that. But when you're just finishing up like that tractor like that, and it was looking kind of dull and icky, it was perfect. I just like, I always forget about that stuff. So the main meat in today's video is my dadgum catcher. Now, as I told you, you don't break nothing if you don't use it, right? Well, I gotta realize, and you'd think I would be smart enough, but I just don't get it through my head. If you turn going past a tree and you hit this, anyway, long and short is, you knew about this little deal, and this has been working really good. This holds it down. But then I had a problem where, in the process of doing that, I hit the sides, and these little tabs here, the ones on this side that snap on this bar, they broke off. So this thing is flipping up and down. And so to all you who have one, if you want to fix that without this piece, you get this, and this side where it breaks right there, that's 90 bucks. And I'll tell you, with as much, I wouldn't say it's trouble, it's just that owner error. Well, what I did is I drilled about an 1/8 inch hole across here. Now you could go all the way down, but I just chose to keep it right here. And zip ties. I mean, it's as good as new. And your basket still fits where it's supposed to go. And bring her down, lock her in. Now, one thing I will say, if you do order that piece, you will get this latch that is broken here. So then that would kind of kill two birds with one stone. But yeah, it's just operator error. That's all it is. I forget. I go by a building, a tree, whatever, I hit this side. This side is more susceptible because that side has the blade closest to the whatever I'm mowing. So this gets the, you know, this is, I don't mow close to on this side, so this is protected. So anyway, guys, that's kind of a quick oopsie daisy and how to fix it. And I'm sure I'm not done. I'm sure that there's going to be other things on this thing that I'm going to, especially on this part here, because I'm just, I don't want to say I'm careless, but I'm just, operator error is all I can say. I just don't think when I'm mowing. Start thinking about other things, but anyway, that's how you can fix that. It sits pretty tight, and if it fails to please me later on, I will let you guys know. So I had to get a new horse tank, stock tank. So we got that in the back of the F-250, and we're gonna have to rinse it out because the inside of those tanks, they have like a little bit of an oil residue of some sort. So when I fill it up, when I did the last one, I remember that, and I think I'm going to try to use a little Dove soap and a little power washer and spray it down, clean it out, and maybe get rid of that before I fill it for the animals. I wouldn't want to drink that crap. It floats on top of the water, so it's got to be an oily substance of some sort. Yeah, right now we're just kind of going to go inside and get something to eat. We're going to leave the Massey out here. One thing I do when I do this is I do spray degreaser. You avoid your alternator. You don't want to mess that up. Wash down the radiator. Go to this side and we degrease everything that's on here. Now, yeah, you have some chunky, but that doesn't bother me. It's the thicker. Now I'm going to run a rag, I think, on this fan, take the dirt off of that. I'll run a rag on that and remove that off there. But for the most part, you get the gunk off of it. And we have blown it. I don't use I do not use power washer on this kind of stuff. I don't want the power washer getting into something that's, and you keep it away from your electronic things here. So you just kind of use the hose the degreaser off. It cleans it up pretty good. And then I take a blower and I blow it all off, and till I can get a lot of this off, or a lot of the water gone, and then it sits out here in the sun for however long I see fit. Same with the front panels. They're a little juicy, so in fact that one's got water. Needs to be squeezed out. So yeah, we'll let this all dry out. And another thing we're working on is my tedder lost a bolt. Actually, they look like that. They have lock nut underneath them. And I lost, I think I lost one over there. Now the other, I didn't lose a complete one. It actually broke off. And I took one of these off to have the hardware, which I'll tell you, Vermeer was not very good about giving you their part numbers, but I found it's basically this piece right here. And I was making one, and that's pretty close, so I just had to drill a hole. And then I thought, if these aren't very expensive, I'd rather have these. They're a little thicker, and it's the right part, but they are wider here and narrow here to fit the spring. And then you have, I'm missing a bolt and a nut, so I planted that out there in the field somewhere. So I got to go to the hardware store and find a couple of those. But these are supposed to be in tomorrow, so we will put that thing back together then, and we should be good. So anyway, guys, that's it for today. Just kind of like I said, just kind of a fiddling around, farting around day. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you later. Bye.